War 11 of Season 39. This is the second to last war of the season. I'm bringing Apocalypse, Cable, and Nimrod, and I'm going Path 5 and then Path 7. So my first fight is Apocalypse versus Hulkling. I have never done this fight, and at first glance, I was really afraid of it because I'd never really done it before. But I saw a video and it seemed very, very straightforward, and so far the AI has been great. I can push him to L2. He's not really been away from me, which means he's not getting much buffs. And so I'm just going to heavy him, drop an L2, and that should be good. If he doesn't throw a special one, that is preferred, but if he does, it really doesn't matter because I don't really care. All my damage is going to be coming from SP3s anyway, so it really does not matter. Okay, I bait this out, and then I can just heavy knock him down, tap him once to actually burn the indestructible there, but I also could have just waited it out, knock him down, drop an L3, and this should theoretically do a big chunk of damage. Haven't done this fight, so I don't know exactly how much, but here we go, and it chunks him down 37%, I think. And then we have this, and I'm just gonna do it again. But there's a giant regeneration, by the way. It's done now, but for a little bit there was a big regeneration of 1500, which is not a small number. And yeah, here we go. I am going to now knock him down, then drop this, and it takes him from 56 all the way down to, it should be like low 30s or high 20s, so. And then it's one more after that, and we should be good to go. Yeah, down to 20, so that's 36%. And yeah, one more, and we should be pretty much good to go. I was tempted to drop this L2 here, but it's better just to stick with the plan. You do notice that he heals up from 20% all the way to 38%, 39%. Which means that functionally that L2 that did 36% really only did like 20%. So it's really interesting that way. Gotta love it, I guess. A little bit annoying, but it is what it is. And get to bait this out. And now I get to heavy him and drop a special, and hopefully it will almost kill, and then I can finish him off. So here we go. From 36, I mean, my last one did 37 and 36, so I presume that this will just kill him. And 3 special breeze isn't that bad. So yeah, that finishes the fight. Next I have Nick Fury on node 11, and I'm going to be PS modding for this because it just makes it way easier. First I gotta heal though. Getting a little bit ahead of myself, but taken this Nick Fury a whole bunch of times, and it's not necessarily the hardest fight in the world. There's definitely a couple things that could go wrong, and this is actually a rank 5 Nick Fury, so a little bit extra damage and a little bit extra health on that guy, but we should be fine. So I'm going to start by getting a little bit of power, maybe bait out a special first, maybe not really sure. And then I'm going to, yeah, drop some specials. So if he doesn't throw this, which it doesn't seem like he will, I'm just going to throw the special. So I special intercept into that, 18k crits, 12k crits, and 18k crits again. Just chunking him down. Now I gotta bait this out, drop a heavy. This time I decided to get a little bit more power because it's really, really nice to have power in a second life, and the more power I have, the better. So I knock him down, special intercept again, and now, yeah, I almost have 3 bars of power, which is perfect. If a couple of those crit, I probably would have had 3 bars of power, actually. So then for that same reason, I want to go in here, and now I have a whole bunch of power. And so the game plan here is simple. I'm just going to drop an L3 when he gets to 20. But first, I don't even have to knock him down, that's the thing. Because I used to think I had to knock him down, but, like, I really don't have to. And so if you watch this, right, like, I'm just biding my time. He's slowly ticking away from my debuffs and from the protection. Not from the protection, from his sig ability. And I just drop it. He's at 30. I drop it. And if this doesn't kill him, it's going to come really darn close. And it is rank 5, so it's a little bit more tanky. And it actually does not kill him. It takes him down to 4% health, which is very, very low. I can just drop a special 1 if I want to. But, yeah, check this out. He just dies. He's just done. So, super, super, super easy. The next fight I have is the fight that I was probably the most scared about, which is Wong on node 26 with Apocalypse. I did get an Odin pre-fight, so that was super, super nice. Thank you to Eugene for that. And yeah, the same game plan as always for Apocalypse, just get a special and nuke. I did practice Wong's special 2 decks, and I am at least 95, 98% confident on dexing it. if y'all want a video on it, I'm happy to teach you the cues that I use, and I honestly think it makes dexing his specials pretty easy. That being said, if he throws a special, unless it's unblockable, I fully plan on blocking it, because if this is that 1 in 100, I'll die. There are a couple specials that are hard dex that I'm willing to dex in war, but one that I just got down within the last couple weeks is not one that I want to practice. So I'm not bleed immune yet, so I am kicking for about 1,000 from bleeds, but I'll be fine. As you see, I go bleed immune, I'm still at 84%. Want to block this because if I dex, it'll go unstoppable. So here we go. Combo, partially. Then I can just drop another one, but it says Eldritch growing, and I was about to drop that L3, but I decided not to for obvious reasons. So I heavy. Now we're good. Normally you would want a special intercept, but it's better just to not do that, so he won't go unstoppable. Non-unstoppable opponents are better than unstoppable opponents. Masters to your war player pick. There we go, drop that. Does do 4k into my block, but whatever. Drop another L2 to finish, and Wong is down without much of a problem. Now I only have 2 more fights. I have a Weapon X on node 33 and a Korg on node 43. Nimrod versus Weapon X is the safest fight ever. For some reason, I always take hit with Weapon X. It's something about his aggressiveness, but also his like slight hesitation before like almost like activating his aggressiveness, and it just messes me up a lot. So I know that there's a solid chance I take hit in this fight, but like it really doesn't matter. It's still super safe, and if I end up outside of Curran's range, I would not in any way be surprised even if I took like a full combo, because Nimrod's just so tanky. So he's unblockable, which is fine. I bait out that heavy, and I go in. I just want to drop an L2, and if it doesn't kill, it'll come very close. Alright. I just get a little backdraft, and I can drop this L2. Probably could have done another combo there to make sure it killed, because this one actually doesn't kill. He leaves himself at 1%. Miss an intercept, take an 11k crit, because no Weapon X fight of mine would be complete without me messing up, but he's still done in 30 seconds flat. Well, not flat, 32 seconds. And then, one last fight. We have Korg, and this is using Apocalypse, and it's pretty standard. I do heal up a fair bit here. I don't need the health for this fight. It's really not a difficult fight. But I'd rather heal up than not, and off-season's about to come up. I have more than enough potions. I'll be able to refill. Definitely, again, do not need this health, but it's always better to be safe. So the game plan is pretty standard. I'm just going to drop a bunch of lights, then I'm going to knock him down, and that's really the entire game plan. I miss a couple parries, and yeah, so here we go. Get some lights, get some more lights, and I don't knock him down at a good time. I think I knock him down fairly... Oh, I know what it is. I wait to knock him down before SP2, but then his shield almost comes back. So this is not... It did not work out well in terms of the timing, because look, I knock him down here, and the plan is to tap him once into SP2, but then I see that the rock shield's coming back, and it's really just not worth it. So I'm instead going to either drop a late SP2, but I'm going to have to heavy, or I'm just going to drop an SP3. The SP3 should still hit very hard, so it's really not that big of a deal. So, yeah, it looks like there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to get that SP2 off, which is fine. So I heavy, that takes me to SP3, I drop it, and again, the SP3 hits pretty darn hard. So I expect this to take off about half his health, give or take, and it ends up taking off not quite that, 28%, but still decent damage for sure, nothing to sneeze at. Now I want to bait this out. He's being a little bit stingy with me, but that's fine. Okay, and then I can get some light attacks in as well. Come on, please throw it, man. I don't feel like getting cornered. There's that special. I fire off some light attacks. Okay, so now I just need to do 3 light attacks, and I can heavy, drop an SP2, and he's going to have every single debuff on him, so it should probably almost kill him, if not kill him. And no crits at the beginning, bunch of crits in the middle and the end, and he actually dies from that special too. So that's the war, just pretty standard, pretty clean, with the exception of that one medium from Weapon X, so I'm happy with it. Thank you for watching.